Margaret Hamilton, next to the navigation software, she and her team at MIT wrote for the Apollo program, 1969. Betty Page, 1955. Yvonne Craig, 1960. Bertha Benz was the first person to drive the internal combustion engine automobile over a long distance. Field testing, 5 August 1888. Dolores Del Rio, Ginger Rogers, and Etta Moten in a still from the film Flying Down to Rio, 1933. Buddy and Frank Murphy with Beatrice Claire Newitz, Marcy Brothers, and Beatrice, 1937. Raquel Welch stands on a table in her knickers while filming Myra Breckenridge, 1970. Monica Bellucci, 1995. Sophia Loren, 1950. Burmese Girls on a Walk in London, 1935. Farrah Fawcett on a Sailing Boat, 1947. Susan Denberg in a bikini on a diving board, 1948. Natalia Varley performs in the circus, 1967. The first remote-controlled copter, 1941. At the performance of the group Kino, 1984. Police calm down a Beatles fan at a concert in New York, August 23, 1966. At the semi-final of the Swedish Hockey Championship in 1959, the players fell through the ice. Policemen struggled to restrain young Beatles fans outside Buckingham Palace as the Beatles received their MBEs, Member of the British Empire, London, England, October 1965. Paul McCartney waves from a taxi on the Champs-Élysées, Paris, France, January 1964. Lois Chillies in Shorts, 1947. This is Mary Ann Bevan, a widow who was given the title of World's Ugliest Woman in 1920. This is what Harriet Tubman looked like in old age. This is a room full of competitors at the Space Invaders video game World Championships, 1980. Cop stops the traffic in New York, so a mother cat holding a kitten can cross safely, 1925. 26-year-old model Anna Nicole Smith married 89-year-old billionaire oil tycoon J. Howard Marshall, 1994. A lesbian couple in semi-drag, wedding attire, Kingdom of Hungary, Budapest, 1920. Stoney First Nation member Guide Sampson Beaver with his wife, Leah, and their daughter, Frances Louise, 1907. A man browses for books in the Old Public Library of Cincinnati. The building was demolished in 1955. Freddie Mercury with his mother, 1947. David Attenborough entertains Prince Charles and Princess Anne with a cockatoo, 1958. French soldiers passing by a dog wearing goggles and smoking a pipe, 1915. A man takes a selfie using a stick of wood to activate the camera, 1957. Martin Luther King Jr. removing a burnt cross from his front yard in 1960. Max Schreck relaxing behind the scenes of Nosferatu, 1922. The last Queen Consort of Mongolia, Genepil, in Mongolia, January 1st, 1923. Filming an episode of The French Chef with Julia Child, 1963. John F. Kennedy campaigning door-to-door in West Virginia, 1960. Chief Low Dog and Oglala Lakota, chief who fought with Sitting Bull at the Battle of Little Bighorn, 1881. Indigenous children forced to pray to God in a residential school ran by the Canadian government and Catholic Church between 1930 and 1970. David Bowie after being arrested for marijuana possession in Rochester, 1976. Rare photos showing Niagara Falls without water, 1969. A picture of a submerged diver, the first photograph taken underwater, 1899. The director of the Belgrade Zoo tries to convince Sammy, the chimpanzee, to return home after he escaped, 1988. Coal miner waiting to get into the communal shower. At the end of his shift, Germany, 1958. People fighting to get on a plane. In Nha Trang, during the US withdrawal from South Vietnam, April 1st, 1975. On board the steamer, the Royal Daffodil, during a special cross-channel trip, June 1962. Restaurateur Michael Chow with his new wife, American model Bettina Lutz, in London, August 1973. Betin Mustafa and his wife, Davis Passo, covered in money which was pinned on at their traditional Greek Cypriot wedding, August 1967. Young girl wearing prosthetic legs, England, 1910. This is Maud Wagner, who is widely believed to be the first female professional tattoo artist in the US, 1907. The night they ended Prohibition, December 5th, 1933. Roland, a 4,000-pound elephant seal, getting a bath from his handler at the Berlin Zoo, 1930. Eunice Hancock, a 21-year-old woman, operates a compressed air grinder in a Midwest aircraft plant during World War II, August 1942. Soviet peasants listen to the radio for the first time, 1928. 8-year-old carries Wayne Long, a 200-pound, 90-kilogram man on his back, in an unusual display of strength, 1940. Victorian women who never cut her hair, 1860 to 1900. A circus strong woman balances a piano on her chest, 1920. Robert Earl Hughes, heaviest person, recorded at 1,071 pounds, 1926 to 1958. A circus performer in an aquarium car with crocodiles, Berlin, 1933. Marilyn Monroe sitting by side of pool, 1962. A black girl was trained to not react to smoke blown in her face at a school for black civil rights activists, 1960. The first Miss Soviet Union beauty pageant, 1988. Blind World War I veterans marriage, 1921. Actor Johnny Eck, who was born with an underdeveloped lower torso, poses for the famous movie Freaks, 1932. Raquel Welch on the set of Mother, Jugs and Speed, 1976. Actress and entertainer Deborah Pager as she appeared in Las Vegas, 1950. Vintage models, 1950. Woman wearing Isabel Gilbert's dimple maker invention, 1936. Marilyn Monroe, 1936. Candy Bar, Cannabis and Las Vegas, 1946. Woman seated on the ground, repairing car by herself, intently working on the front right side of a car tire, 1971. Brigitte Bardot at the height of her fame, 1956. Raquel Welch, Playboy's Most Desirable Woman, 1968. Airplane Durability Test, 1970. Lisa Lyon, one of the pioneers of female bodybuilding, 1940. British actress Joanna Lumley, 1970. Marilyn Monroe exercising at the Bel Air Hotel, 1952. The African American Civil Rights Movement, 1955 to 1968. Lex Barker, May 8, 1919. May 11, 1973, was an American actor best known for playing Tarzan of the Apes and leading characters from Karl May's novels. The second wave of the women's liberation movement in the United States, 1960s. Robert Town and starring Jack Nicholson in a movie scene, 1974. Italian traveller Attilio Gatti with 2 hired pygmies and a gorilla caught by them in the Belgian Congo, 1930. A banquet for French soldiers who received grievous injuries during World War I, Henri Manuel, Paris, 1925. Dr. Heinz makes an injection of fluids taken from a live hair to a person, which, together with ultraviolet radiation and gymnastics, should lead to rejuvenation. Berlin, 1925. American singer Al Johnson, portraying a black man on the set of the movie Bar of Wonders, 1934. The Hungarian engineer Stefan Preble at the control panel of the machine he invented to make objects and people invisible. Hungary, 1935. Maria Sieber during shoots for Joseph von Sternberg's film The Scarlet Empress, Hollywood, 1934. Evelyn Smith behind bars in the Dwight Correctional Center, Nevada Township, in August 1935. Dorothy Gulliver wears an egg costume and perches on a wall, as in the nursery rhyme Humpty Dumpty, 15th April 1930. British actress Jane Seymour, 1970. Lily Christine Catwoman, dancer, actress and model America, 1950. A member of the Flying Black Gnats and Gladys Roy are shown playing tennis on the wings of an airplane in flight, 1920s. Wilma Smith, buried in grapes, eating a sample, celebrating the harvesting of California's 1930 grape crop, one of the largest on record. Oldriev's New Tricycle, 1882. Nikola Tesla, naturalized American physicist, sitting in his Colorado Springs laboratory with his magnifying transmitter in 1899. Alfred Hitchcock meets Leo the Lion, 1957. The uniform mob of smiling humanoid mice seen here were gathered for an early meeting of the Mickey Mouse Club in Ocean Park, California, 1930. Female detainees take shooting lessons in the prison on Welfare Island in New York's East River, 1932. A bed and shop window dummy in a house at a nuclear test site used by the American Army, Nevada, USA, 1954. 8-year-old Freddie McIntosh in a sun protection suit. The boy's skin is very sensitive to daylight due to illness. Scotland, 1961.